All right. Now we go into like the fifth and the last step, which is easy ways to drive traffic. So here it is. Number one, post on social media because social media gives you the visibility. And what I see, I don't know if you guys follow Grant Cardone or Gary Vee. What they are doing is they know that the audience that they are looking for is they are not everyone is going to see all their posts, but they're posting at least 3 times a day, right? So that at any given point of time, if Facebook algorithm thinks that show this message, that audience will be able to see that. So you need to get attention. It is super super important to get attention. So post more on social media rather than like people thinking that I should just post once. No, you need to post often because Facebook is just not Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Like they're just not showing your audience your messages. So like by having multiple times, but again, you can't be posting the same content. You need to have different relevant content. All right, that's being posted. Number two, guest blogs. Like you could either write guest blogs on other blogs, and then they would give you a backlink, they will give you a shout out, and by doing that, you're taking the audience of that other authority and having them drive traffic towards you and getting them names and email addresses. So there is Tony Robbins, who's like the number one like coach for life and success, and then like we have Russell Brunson, who is the founder of ClickFunnels. He has like all the entrepreneurs like in his funnel. What he did was he asked Tony saying, "Hey, can I do a quick post with you and like you promote my new book that's coming along?" Tony said yes. Now all the millions of followers from Tony are going to Russell Brunson's feed and the landing page because all he did was he wrote a really good content for Tony, and he now Tony's promoting the page for Russell. So it's important to build these relationships and like start saying like showing the authority that you have by doing guest posts. A lot of people, they don't have content, they are looking for people to write posts for them. So this is a very easy way to do it. Third, create a free Google My Business listing. And like I think this is like super important. Why? Because people want to buy local, okay? So if someone is looking for a life coach, a career coach, a leadership coach, whatever the case may be, they will search on Google. The way Google works is it wants to show you things that are local because Google knows that people will first want to buy something that is local, close to them. So if you have a Google My Business listing, which shows who you are, what you're doing, and if you have good ratings on them, you will by far get more leads and more business than any other leads or mechanisms I have seen, at least for local events and local leads, right? Because people would first search on Google before they buy any services. So if you are there present, I think it's going to be giving really good value to your messaging and your services. Fourth, interview industry thought leaders. This is another great way of getting yourself a lot of leads because if you are in, like, say, the leadership coaching, and if you start interviewing John Maxwell, Simon Sinek from like the Start with a Why, or like any industry's thought leaders, right? These members, what they do is when you interview them, they promote your blog, your website, your social media page on their feed, and then people from their feed, you're able to take that and then you're able to nurture them into your funnel. So this is like a very really good way, and actually I have seen more traction by interviewing people. This is like people want to be interviewed, people want to be heard, people want to be told, like people want their voice to be shown in different platforms and media. This is a really good way to get attention. Number five, host webinars. Like people want information all the time. Right now is the time where people are on social media so much, so like all the time. And if you're hosting a webinar, giving them value, telling them what exactly they're supposed to do, they will join there. They will give their emails and lead like your name and email, and then you can start contacting them. You can start meeting with them. Number six, optimize your website for Google and YouTube. Like this is like really good because you Google is what people search for, and like people, YouTube is not a social networking platform. YouTube is a search engine. Like this is like the biggest difference like that I got when I was speaking with Marley Jacks, and she clearly said, don't consider YouTube as a social networking platform. YouTube is another search engine, And after Google, people are searching on YouTube, so you need to have a good presence on YouTube, and that's how people will come to you, and YouTube will drive a lot of traffic. So I know of some friends of mine, they are getting like 100 leads a day at least
Mm.
from YouTube, just because like they are posting really good content which allows people, like which is resonating with their audience, and then they are then following them, and then like they're subscribing, and then they're coming to their channels. So it's really good. And the last one, but not the least, right? Like partner with other content creators. You need to have good content, but if you are partnering with other content creators and now offering, right? So like you're joint venturing with others, you will be able to be like more successful because you have your audience, you have their audience, and now creating virtual summits. So like so many people, all they're doing is they're saying, these are the five people who are good at marketing, leadership, sales, finance, and real estate. Let me bring all of them together on a virtual summit. They are all going to give like 15 or 20 minutes of talk. And all of these five people are now going to share on their network saying, I'm doing this, come join in. So one person is now going to get four other members audiences like towards their page, and that is like such a big traffic generator. So like I really like virtual summits, and like these content creators, like they want to partner, you should just partner with them and start bringing them onto your platform so that their audiences can follow you and you can follow them, follow other audiences as well.